I want to show you something. Now that I know what these things are all about, I can kind of get a feel for them. So I'm looking at my hand. See that right there? They're trapped. All right? If you look at the side of my hand, you can see the swellingness and the discoloration. All right? I want to get this in a good position so you can see. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some hydrogen peroxide on my finger. If I'm correct, they can't get out. See these lines over here? See that discolorment? They're full. This is all puffy now. All right, watch this. All right, let me get the hydrogen peroxide. All right, I'm rubbing it on my hand where that discolorment is. Okay. Now, let's see what happens. They can't get out anywhere. So what they're going to do is they're going to either bust all out of there, or if I make a trailway where they can escape, they'll go up into here. But I think this whole puffy area is full. So they're starting to come. Now you might think that's hydrogen peroxide, but I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to try to open up some of the veins by rubbing it. Trying to open the veins so they can escape. And I'm going to wipe everything away. All right? Still stuck in there. See how it's turning purple? See if they could get out, you'd see them pop up. Oh, there's a couple popping up out there, but they're stuck in there. They're loaded. You can see actually the markings in there of them moving. Now watch. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to try to open up a main roadway for them. See right there? That little dot right there. It's probably blocking them. That little dot. Let me see something. All right, what I'm doing is just pinching it with my tweezers, trying to open up something here because they're trapped. Yeah, if I get this, like I'm trying to get them going in this pattern. I have a pattern on my hand here. What happens is when they die, if there's a crossroad, they get stuck. And then they'll fill you up till they get loose from from a vein opening or regaining. All right, now I'm gonna put some more peroxide on. Hold on. This should do good now. I'm thinking. All right, we're back. What I did is just kept rubbing it and trying to open up a vein. They are trapped. There they come. See them? See them busted out? And then when it comes out, it's like hair. Now, just to show you it's not hydrogen peroxide, I'll wipe it. You can see the puffiness behind it. It's full of them. They're trapped. They're looking for a way. Let's try to get better coverage here. looking for a way to get out, and they can't. And then once they surface, they're done. And it's actually will feel like a hard hair. But see that the little dark spot right there with the dot on it? And right behind this cluster, they're trapped. You can see them coming out on the other side of my arm too, near my band-aid over there. Now see if they get loose. You can see right there. See the veins and the pattern, the square box. If they get away through, like see here, now watch, they might bust through over here. And if they do, you see the wrinkles on my finger that I'm moving? They'll flood in there. You can actually see them move in there. Now, if that's blocked, I'm going to make sure it gets there. You'll see. You can actually see them when they move down into the veins. See, they're getting through the corner now. There we go. You'll see that little dot there, they're blocked. If they get in there, they're going to run up and down these veins. Let me rub that and open it. What happens is, when they get trapped, they die. And it's like little pieces of porcelain. I can't explain it, but it looks like little pieces of porcelain that get hard, and they can't go through the veins. Now my wrist, you can tell, is going down. All right, let's see here. They're still trapped, but they're trying to get out over here. See right there? Once they hit that, they're going to run up and down in them veins until they hit a blockage, and then they're done. Let me do something. Wait, where is it blocked out here? Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't put some peroxide on there. Oh, wait, let's put the peroxide on there. Just get me scared. Come on, camera. Oh, there they go, look. See, they got through. Now you can see, see these veins? They're going to shoot up all them veins. And they're free. Now you can see my veins filling up? See, they're going all the way up the veins, see it? Try to do my best here and film and do it. But there we go. You can see my two right veins now are getting filled. They're getting into all of them now. See how they're blowing up? Is that freaky or what? You can actually see them in the vein. And they'll go as far as they can unless there's a blockage. And what happens is, if there's a blockage, they pile up behind each other and die. And then what happens is, when they die, it backs up. And if they can't get out no other way, you'll get this pocket right there. You can see they were all stuck down in there. See, here's one here. Then what happens is you'll get some big ones will come out and they'll just pop out. If I had hair there, the hair would just come straight out and die. Now here, see if I got one coming out. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get a quick picture of this. There's one peeking his head out. Another one behind it. And they'll come up. Now, usually where it's bleeding, you'll see them come up because they'll actually make you bleed. But now if you look back at where we're at, see, now they're busted open. See, they're making their way through the veins. They'll keep going. But you won't notice it unless you mess with them and put, like, if I put any kind of scent on it they don't like hydrogen peroxide, this is what they'll do. They want to run and survive. Meanwhile, you can see this one here. He's spiking out. He'll probably die over there. He's still trapped. But there's so many in my hand right now, they're going to just keep pushing and busting through veins. Do you know what I mean? Now it's traveling up my other hip, up there. But you can see how they're bunching up. Again, there's 3 pockets now that they're bunched up in. They're going up the pipes or the veins, but they will hit clogs. And then they got to figure out a new route. And these guys are still going over here, but as you can see, once they stop, you see that red, they're trapped. And then what happens is they'll surface and die. Now what they'll do, see if they can't get through, like what they're going to probably do here, they're going to bust it open, see? They're going to bust it open until they get to another vein. So they busted it open. Now they're getting into the veins. They like the little veins. These guys, they're still got like there's so many in there. They just want to get free, so they're just going to try to run and get out any way they can. But when they get trapped, they're done. If they get trapped, they'll live in there. But once something's gets on there, it activates them. Never did it before, but all of a sudden it did it after I got the COVID shot. That's what made me figure out that I had an issue. And it also was causing me problems before, and I could never figure out. But you say they're just going to travel and travel. Now, if I start blowing on it, and they're just going to, the ones will dry out at the end that are sticking out now and die, and the rest will continue on. But if it's a small area, you'll see them pop up. It looks like a little, I think it's a fluke worm, and it will pop up. It looks like a surfboard, and they'll come up, open up, and then a little white rod will pop up, and it dries and dies. If I had hair on, if I put it on with my hair, you can see it's amazing. When they want to get out, they want to get out. So they'll pop every hair out of your hand to get out. But that's just started. All right, I think you see it all. See, they're traveling. See the little veins now? See how it's doing the patterns? See how it's filling up, turning black and blue, actually. And then see on the left-hand side, it's my skin and my veins are almost like a fishbone pattern. All that white is them filling it in. If you actually watch at the point, you can watch them travel. Well, you see that just bust up there? Look at it. They're free. See them? See the rush up into the hand? They got the main vein. They're out of there. They're in the river. You just see how all my veins just turned brown? See them rushing out? That was all up in here. Look, they're all pouring out. See, there's the yellow? They're emptying out from up in here. Look at them go. Look at that pattern. Look at, they'll just keep going. They say I may not have them for up to 10 years. You don't know. You get them from fishing, water, eating bad fish, contaminated water. They're really not harmful. You don't even know you have them in your body. But then when you figure it out, you see it for the first time, like I did. Yeah, I freaking almost had a heart attack. You can see down here, look, see where they busted it all out. That's a block over there, down the channel near the Band-Aid. So they only have one way to go. And I can feel the tingle on my hand now. There were so many in there. But they're still flowing. See, look at the pattern now. Now, if I scrape that pattern, let me show you that. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to scrape it. You watch. They'll surface. Hold on. Let me see if I got my... Where's something? Here we go. All right, what I'm doing is I'm just going to try to put a little hairline scrape. Sorry for the delay, but this would be nice if it works. All right. Now what I did is I rubbed something to separate it. Let's see here. Where are we at? All right. I'm getting confused here. All right. I rubbed it to try to stop them. And what it should do, should make them bust out. Like you can see where my rub mark is, right here. You can see where I rubbed in between. Here they come. See, now I've rubbed it, and they can't get through them certain ways. So what they're going to do is they're gonna pop out, get together. Now watch this. I'll put a little more peroxide on there. They don't like peroxide. Now they're going to just bust out any way they can. See them big balls? Look, it looks like a face. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Now watch the eyeballs because they're going to bust open. They're trapped in there, and they want to get out. They don't like hydrogen peroxide. Looks like a big one coming out of the eye. See it? That's what I'm talking about. There comes the brown piece. I'm a horrible photographer. There you go. Raise that is hard to get. Okay, here we go. You see him pop. I hate this phone. It's where it's at on my hand. I'm trying not to get so you can get a good picture of it, but it won't focus right on here because that's the white. See the white? There you go. You can see it popping out right there in the corner. Let me see if I can get a better background. If I get a bad background here, let's see. See the spike coming out in my palm? Camera goes. Let's see when there it goes. That spike is going to die. You can see the brown shell behind it and the white spike coming out. They can't get out. What can't get out of there is going to be stuck in there, but he's going to die. Down here, they're all trapped. Some in there. most of my hand is emptied out now. Now, sometimes they'll all die if they get trapped, but this is only a little area, so for some reason, it's a big one that comes out. Let's try it one more time here. See if it's, need this in the background. There's the spike. Still trying to travel out of me. I know this is a horrible video, but I have to do it just to save it, because you'll never see that like it's gonna try it one more time. I got horrible. Would the spike go away? Oh, there it is, right there. I was trying to get a good shot of the spike before I shut this off. They're really hard to get. There he is on the left-hand side of the screen. Now here comes the brown piece again. That's the fluke. See the brown popping out behind the white now? Freaky. And then make it up. See right there, I rubbed it with a piece of metal. Broke the veins off, so they're trapped down in here again. See how it's all getting puffy? And they're trapped. Let's do this one more time. And this should explode now. One more time. This should explode. Because they have nowhere to go. Let's see here. If I'm correct, I'm going to try to get a good video here, because this is going to explode. Like I feel burn in my hand right now. Ooh, I can feel it burning. And they're busted. Here they come. Get rid of the peroxide now. You can see the brown ones. They're the flukes. The white is like hair. I can't figure it out. Once it dries, it's like hair. It's the same hair that's grown on my head. You can see that big one to the upper in my palm with the real long white beak. And the brown, let's get close up here. Here we go. It's a bad angle over here to get the camera right. I don't want the background. There we go. See the long one with the brown head? Freaky. You get the idea.
What?